It is Yoda Monday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. An individual asked, or wrote, asking about their problem with love and loneliness. Love and loneliness is not an unusual problem. One of the quirks of our evolution is that we have not just a reproductive-oriented, dopamine-oriented reward system, but we also have a cooperation rewarding oxytocin reward system, which means we take great fulfillment and satisfaction in cooperating with others. That's great, unless there's no one to cooperate with, and then it is excruciating. That pain is not a flaw, it's a feature of our evolution. For humans are not the swiftest nor the strongest of creatures. We are not long of fang nor sharp of claw, but we can cooperate and think. And so Mother Nature is funny. If something is necessary for our survival, its absence is wired to be painful. So despite what the incel podcasters might tell you, solitude is not the price of greatness. Solitude is the path that leads to mental unwellness. We need other living beings. Well, that's great, but what am I supposed to do with that information? Glad you asked. It's been said that joy and love are the litmus test of meditation. If we are meditating in a way that makes us cranky, then, as Bugs Bunny said to Daffy Duck, I think we took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. So, when your heart is bursting with joy, that's a very good sign. It means you're meditating in the right way. Our prefrontal cortex is fabulous, but we can over-rely upon it. The more we practice meditation and mindfulness correctly, the more we will find that our choices, utterances, and deeds will flow from centered spontaneity. No, not scattered spontaneity, but the centered spontaneity that is the sixth fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. The centered spontaneity that is the product of mindfulness and meditation. The centered spontaneity that could be described as our Buddha nature. Flow with this centered spontaneity, and the best decisions flow from centered spontaneity. The moment we start asking, well, how do I know this is centered spontaneity? In that moment, you've left centeredness and you're in scatteredness. And that's fine. Go do some walking meditation. Go do some sitting meditation. I think it was, who was the guy with the mustache? That German philosopher. We'll just call him the German philosopher with a great big mustache. He once said, never trust an idea that occurred to you when you weren't walking. He was a big fan of walking. Same thing. You got a decision to make? Do some brisk walking meditation, 20, 40, 60 minutes at a pop, once or twice a day. And not only will the right goal come to mind, but the right process will come to mind. The right choices, the right utterances, the right actions will flow through us effortlessly like water through a hose on a warm summer's morning. So yes, on one hand, it has been said that acceptance trumps transformation, but on the other hand, flowing with our Buddha nature is necessary. For instance, if you're a sci-fi geek like myself and you've seen the movie Serenity, you know what's happened to an entire population that did nothing but surrender. They died. But we are wired to flow from centered spontaneity. And if we honor that flow, amazing things could happen.